Mr. Townsend, look what I did at lunch.
You got your picture taken?
No. No. My ID broke.
Yeah?
I'm gonna try and tape it back so that it stays on my lanyard.
I like magnets.
Oh, nice, Mark.
Because if I have the lanyard around my neck, I like play with it all day and rub my neck.
Oh, wow.
Grace.
Oh, did we move seats?
Yeah, there's new seats. You'll need to find your new number on the board, please. Lincoln.
Oh, it's just us. We're just like the same group.
Olivia. You'll need to find your new seat numbers on the board, please. Jonathan. Lincoln. Christian's here, but late, I guess. Okay, I need y'all to get out number 45, the test review. I gave that to you last class, and you were able to start on it last class. But with our schedule, the way we have it set aside, you guys ended up with one extra day with this, I don't know, the PSAT stuff, I think, messed up our current plan. So that gives you guys a little bit more time. So we've got today and Monday, and then we have our Unit 3 test next Wednesday. So of course this test review, as you go through it, it's meant to be a tiny bit more practice, but the most important thing to get out of the test review is just to help you identify what things you still need to review, what type of things you need to put more practice into. But since y'all have one more day than the B-Day classes, it gives you a little bit more flexibility where y'all can do this in class and produce the homework that you have. I would also like number 41 turned into Google Classroom, and that is opened up now, so you can either do that at the end of class or right now, but I do need that because we have spent all of our class time on it. Yes.
But it's not due until Monday, right? That's what it said on the
Okay.
To turn in paper copy.
at 11:30.
Yeah, so if I don't have it, well, I really do that for like someone's absent, like Lincoln's absent, so if he doesn't turn it in by 11:35, then y'all should be done with it though. It was your homework to finish it last time.
So it's gonna be late if we don't do it by then.
No, but it should be done. You shouldn't be doing things based on due dates. You should be doing things when they're assigned to you. Last class, the homework was to finish the 41.
You want the Altoid?
Yep.
What'd you have for lunch, Mr. Tubman?
So, based on the time you guys had on the test review last class, and this being your focus for this class, you guys should be finished with this test review in class. I do not plan on giving any more class time for this test review. Also, remember the back page has the answers to check as you go along.
I love that too, but it was just such a small. Because didn't you just divide 300 by whatever is you divided 300 by 4 times 70 squared.
I remember you explained 5 to me, how to do it. Yeah, I'm getting help. Retrieving them. Receiving. Works.
Okay, does anybody have any math questions I can come help with you?
I have one. How would I do 5? It's okay, Sam. I'll have to.
It wants you to take the derivative with respect to s of this. So what's the derivative of 4s?
S prime.
No, because you're taking it with respect to s.
Oh, yeah,
If the
so-
variables match up, you don't need it. So 4.
4 prime x. 5 sine r prime.
Sine cosine.
Oh, yeah.
So 5 cosine r.
Right.
R, what's r first?
Okay.
The derivative of sine something is cosine something. And then times r. Okay, so there's your derivative, but it wants to in terms of s and itself. So instead of saying r, you could put this stuff. And instead of r prime, you could put the derivative.
Is this gonna be on the table?
That's the same thing we do with implicit. When you take the derivative of y with respect to x, that's why you need a y prime. You're taking the derivative of s with respect to x, you don't need an s prime. But if you're taking the derivative of r with respect to s, you need an r prime. So that's important.
I finished it. I don't know if I actually stayed. I thought, I mean, language says
Well, you didn't include your r prime.
like next week. So like, I don't know. I was gonna turn off. No, it's super easy. Sometimes it's just like too easy. It's like, oh,
So no, there's not anything special about r's and s's, but the structure of why you don't have an s prime here and why you have an r prime here fits with both implicit and related rates, which is pretty much the whole unit.
Great. But you should really come to the game for that. I'm focused. I'm writing while I'm talking.
No, I can really talking to you.
I'm out of questions.
No.
This is the one game of the year. It's against Pittsfield.
No.
It's gonna be so close.
The odds of me going went to negative.
I'll buy your ticket.
I don't have to pay.
Okay. I'll
You
buy
can
my ticket.
you can focus and get your work done in the classroom or outside the classroom.
If I finish it in class.
No. Your choices are to do the work on your own, right now in class or out in the hallway. So, don't say I didn't warn you. This is your extra chance already.
That was for the one. And then I went to So what was your
Mr. Townsend. So on the actual AP test, I went to check the answer for the FRQ, and I got it right, but I simplified it and circled that. Would they still count that as correct?
If it's equivalent to their answer, then yes. So like if this is the answer that they had, but you did this and you made like an arithmetic mistake, then you just lost the points. Whereas if you just left it alone, you would get this one. If you simplify it and you simplify it correctly, you'll still get the points.
So would you recommend that I just not simplify the equation, or do you?
That's what I would say. If it wants a tangent line, just do point slope and be done. Nobody, slope-intercept is more work and it's less preferred.
Do you think that I should like just like divide 2y out, make it one expression, or should I multiply like just one out to make it like the whole thing?
Well, what you have written down there is not correct. You can't just take the derivative of the left side without taking the derivative of the right side. You've got to do both things. You got to do the same thing to both sides to keep it equal. But yes, at the end, I would divide it on both sides with
Oh, it's given in the problem.
derivative with respect to s, so you don't need an s prime. The derivative with respect to s, you're close. But the derivative of sine something is cosine something, not negative. Yes, it stays minus.
And then,
Because the derivative of sine something is cosine something. The derivative of cosine something is negative sine something. So that's what you're thinking right there.
and then when I plug in this R here,
Uh-huh.
and then I can plug in, take the derivative and plug it in.
Yep.
And then,
That's all I think you have to do. Does that not match the answer?
I just need to, I just need to.
Yeah, they just multiply 12 and 5 and put the S cubed. Is that what the test would be? Any anything you help with? Okay, what was the hardest part? The part cube? That's number 8. Oh, 8. That one.
My test chest is really tight.
That's what we're looking. So this is saying take the derivative with respect to s of this. So 4s would become, and you don't need an s prime because you're taking it with respect to s. And then minus 5 times the derivative of sine something would be r prime. Okay. And we need the r prime because you're taking it with respect to s. So it's trying to get you to think about why you don't need an s prime here, but you do need an r prime here. Now, then it wants the answer only
I realize I
for
thought
s.
this is math.
So where you have r, you can substitute this in, and where you have r prime, you can substitute the derivative. If you took the derivative of this, r prime would be equal to what? Okay. So you just need to fill all those pieces together. So write down what you think the derivative of this is. Like we talked about. 4 cosine r prime. But the only reason you can't stop here is because it says it wants it in terms of s and r. So it doesn't like these r's here. So instead of putting r, put where r is equal to, and instead of r prime, put where r prime is equal to. Then it should match up.
Okay, so now it's 5 cosine r. So cosine you put that for r. 3s for r as well. And then
Yeah, right there.
r prime. Oh, just one. The derivative. 12 plus 2. And make sure to multiply that.
Like this operation. So you need to do implicit and solve for the derivative. And then once you have the derivative, you do something and then take the derivative a second. Factorial. How big is the number? What do you want the factorial? 10? Okay. You know what factorial means? Okay. Well, if you don't remember where it is, you could type in your calculator 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. That's what 10 factorial means. And that will give you the same thing. If you don't know, you can use second 0 to go to the catalog. If the catalog has everything alphabetical, and press up to go to the bottom, because I think the bottom has symbols. This one's different, I don't know. This calculator is slightly different than Nate's. Second 0, go to the bottom, it's got a bunch of symbols.
Whatever it is.
And I don't know where it is in there, and it's just that you're never going to be able to use that on a test or something. So, but again, if you forget, it's sounds like a pain, but I can do this quickly. And you don't really need to multiply by one. Hold on, I can do it first. There's the balloon, okay. Your derivative is off. Well, the derivative of b with respect to time would be b prime. Over here, it looks like you did power rule. You brought the power down. You lowered the power by 2.
So would it be the square right there? Okay. Thank you.
And I realized that the actual value, so I used the original. I'm stuck here. I don't know how to get here.
This last step, you would have to have a calculator for that. If you turn the page, look at the answer. Sometimes it gives you an answer. You're not going to come up with that without a calculator. So you could either use the equation solver or solve it by graphing. Let me work it and split it up. If I look at that, I'm likely to make the same mistake. I don't know that I have it set up this way all year long, but if you guys notice on this test review, like the previous one, I do try to put some quick bit.ly links under each topic. So if you know that you need to practice implicit more, there's a couple links in the bottom of that section where you can go and practice that. The FRQ, you probably will never have enough practice on FRQs. So I know there's a couple others linked on there. You don't have to do them for the homework points, but if you know you need more practice before the test, that's one way to get it.
When it says in terms of x and y, does that mean there's no y prime?
Correct.
So it's,
Your final answer should have x's and y's.
so do you still use y prime? Like, this is still y prime.
You're still going to have to take the derivative of this, and it's all for y prime. But this is asking for second derivative. So then you need to take the derivative of y prime to get the second derivative of y prime. Okay, I need to work through a question real quick, so if you guys have a question, you'll need to hold off for a couple minutes.
Did you get positive? Don't you change it?
Mr. James, I've got a question.
Okay, you're gonna have to wait.
Did you take the derivative of this first?
Finish
I've
it up.
got two questions. Actually, just one question. Yeah, I understand.
You got two. The question wasn't what's the derivative of that. The question was the equation was
Yeah, but I'm trying to find out. I didn't get two. I'm getting more. I got two, that's for this. Because I like divided this out, so I just did my one.
Okay.
So I must.
You're messing with this here. Typically, if you have a point to plug in, you can solve it for y prime and then plug in the point, but it's usually like you plug in the point immediately and then solve it for y prime. Because some of the stuff goes to zero like this.
Yeah, so you have to approach, take the derivative first, then
Just look at that for a minute.
I went back to one. Because you would kick in the hole.
What do I do about this?
My power rule, chain rule on the left. Power rule and flip it on the right.
I don't know what check.
Bring the power down. Lower the power by one. Multiply by the chain rule. Separate it above the
So times 3.
and on the right, power rule. Let's see. If you're taking the derivative of y with respect to x, so you need y prime. Okay, now solve that for y prime and you should have your answer.
6 is cross out plus over y squared. Okay, that's the answer, yeah.
So,
Can I ask the second question?
I'm getting so confused. I don't even know, like, I don't even know.
Alright, where's the frame on you here? Well, looking at this, I still don't know where your first step is. Because like this,
Okay, so that goes to 1 plus.
okay, but is this the original question? Is this
I
your
don't know what it was. Oh, it's right here. This is my first step.
Oh, that's the first part of your original question. And you didn't say equal.
Yeah.
So
Plus.
this is x, this left the line, so this is your original.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at the one.
Plus,
See, how did you do it?
this is the expression.
Oh,
When you're taking the derivative of this,
yeah.
you took the derivative of x, which is 1, and you left this one.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Then you need to replace one.
Oh my god, I love that. Wait, is that from my brother? And then.
I don't know if it's eligible.
I don't think it is. Mine is. Wait, no, it might be actually. Two.
That's, but you're seeing a consistent thing, so.
Oh my god. My eyes all
Yeah, mine was right here.
Why do I make a stupid question?
Cosine y prime.
No, like, all this work.
Yeah, let's get some more. Now you just need to solve it for y prime.
That's just crazy.
So get all the y prime stuff on one side, all the non-y prime stuff on another side. Factor out the y prime,
Yeah.
and then undo times with divide.
It's mainly just practice is not fresh mind.
Monday was not this week.
No, like,
Monday is every week.
no, I know. But the day, like, feels so long. Like, what, the stuff that we learned on Monday feels like we learned that.
Wait, what do you guys doing on Monday? No. Yeah. What's happening on Monday?
More test review, right?
Are you gonna be here on Monday?
I have the voters.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I haven't decided yet. It kind of depends on what questions I'll have for this election.
Okay.
Who's like?
Just
Probably
like
at practice. Probably at practice, I'll talk to you or two. Just because those are always good. I have a related race that like to do, so I might help you. So I don't know if I'll get it on there.
I knew you were doing that.
So it starts at 11:40. So I'll come in.
Just answer all the questions real quick and be done.
With this?
The bottom is-
Oh. No, it ends at 3:30. Yeah, 11:40 to 3:30.
I'm just trying to down back and make sure I got this right. Is this a double derivative?
Finish.
So I can just solve the y prime and these things are.
I don't know. How on earth they got plans?
I don't know.
The question is just stand in front of them, and then he sees me lean over.
Yeah, well, the second derivative's not even, it's even further away.
Well, I don't know if this is hard, but
This is probably not right. The second derivative would be,
if you're trying to take the derivative of y prime and then y
I
prime.
got the whole,
The derivative of that stage is not negative one.
0 would be, or 2 would
That's
be
the only
0.
stuff I know.
1 divided would be 1, right? It'd be over 1.
This stuff
It
is,
doesn't work.
So you just divide it by
well,
something.
this is,
You don't get to just take the derivative.
This
of
would be
here and
like-
divide it by the rest.
Once you get here,
on the double group.
Well, I know this is like this, so.
how'd you type that in?
You might look and. See which step you go.
That's why I get this one.
I don't know if any steps.
Check the video on the website.
I've done the first, yeah. And that's done with here. I'm not sure what you do.
I just don't know how they got.
I'm not. I bet I just combine my terms at the top.
I'm not
Okay. Yeah, see, I bet I just combine my terms at the bottom line. If there's no benefit in foiling it out on the bottom, then.
I have a question.
You're gonna wanna feel pretty good about your first derivative because
Otherwise, then I'll be like way off.
it doesn't matter how much time you spend on the second derivative, the first one is wrong.
So I don't need to play but I don't know how to find for x.
So if you want to know where it equals 0, where is that going to be on the graph?
Here?
X-axis, x-intercepts. So to have it find that within
But
3
where
decimals.
x equals, oh, like, yeah, where x intercepts. Why wouldn't it be the?
Look, if you look at how you have this type of, you have y equals this stuff, right? And here you've got 0 equals this stuff. So you're trying to figure out when y is 0, and y is 0 on the x-axis. So you're trying to
I
find that
got the top one
x-intercept.
right. This one I was being stupid.
But to get it within 3 decimal
It's just like
places,
constant
you need
stupidity.
to do that all.
I'm just why I get
Calculate
everything
0,
wrong. I got the second one right.
0 is where
Let me
it's
see.
0.
I just made this
And I did that,
Oh, you did what I said.
but it gave me,
Yeah, you did.
last time I didn't here.
It's the.
Maybe you didn't, maybe you
Yeah.
entered twice too fast. That's looking about right. This means second derivative. So you need to take the derivative of this, solve it for y prime, that's first derivative, and then you have to take the derivative of that second time.
So how do you have one for so
You still find the first derivative the same way you've been doing that first. It's just that one you gotta do it the second time.
No.
The rate of change of E is not constant. Or it is 0.
We have to write
It's
our
not
answers
0.
out in sentences.
Because as this angle changes, this point here is going to change. And as this angle gets bigger, this length gets smaller. Because this length is just going to go to that.
I never do it.
Okay. What about it?
Yeah, just so we can.
B is changing. See, think about this angle. If this angle is small, if the angle is small, B is this big. When the angle is about the size of the one on the picture, B is getting smaller. If the angle was really steep, B is getting even smaller. So as theta changes, this is the rate of change of B is not 0. B does change. So don't use it. At the end of the day, you don't want to use tangent because it's using this side. You need to use cosine or sine.
yeah.
The rate of change of B is not 0. This right here, where you had the rate of change of B somewhere in your question. I don't know, that looks different than I saw last time. But you had assumed that was 0 last time in the problem.
So on the first derivative, so it's the derivative again for y prime.
Because when you take the derivative of y prime, y prime, which means second. But you want to be as careful as you can with the first derivative. Because if your first derivative is wrong, then all the work for second derivative is going to be wrong.
I think I did something wrong with the first derivative. Either that or just go to second derivative.
That looks good. This is fine, but you need to solve this for y prime before you take the second derivative.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
I can't remember. They might be part-time. Right, an equation that can be solved from the actual value of A to the 4.2 changes allowed. Okay, so basically it's saying that X is 4.2 and Y is K. So plug all that stuff in. Everywhere there's an X. Well, this is the,
solve for what?
that's the curve that's working.
So I would just write 1 with 8 times square. And what I put the line in there, and then solve.
Yeah, instead of saying Y, say K, and instead of X, say 4.2.
So then, once I plug those in back,
And that's all it wants for me.
then I'm solving. Also, do we ever put our answers in sentences? Like, on the test?
Sometimes in effort, you have to justify it.
No, like on these. We can just put this, but on your answer key, everything's in sentences. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing 11. So, okay.
Would you want us to simplify this? Like, I just need it as that. Or would that be
Oh, for D.
for you, yeah?
Equals, well, it says just write an equation that could be solved. So there's an equation that could be solved for shape.
Oh.
I think that's how the solutions look.
Yeah.
I think the second derivative too. Got you.
So you're gonna get Y prime.
Everywhere there's an X, you're gonna plug in 2. Everywhere there's a Y, you're gonna plug in 3. And then you can solve for Y prime. Yeah, that would be this. That would be the slope of this curve at that point.
had to, because like if you do electronic.
Yeah, well, it wants an equation of a change point, right? So that's going to be
No.
point slope, and the fact that they tell you the point is what?
That's very handsome scene that has the exact same name.
What?
Yeah.
So you already know X and Y. The real work is finding the
You know who should
derivative
do it again?
for the
Mr.
slope.
Townsend.
What?
Oh, she was like, "Are you going to the game?" And I was like, "Yeah." You know who should go to the game? Mr. Townsend.
I got
Gilly.
Wait, so what is it?
Well, it asks for it in terms of X and Y. So you've got X's, you've got Y, but you also have Y prime.
Really long.
So instead of saying Y prime,
On the side.
you're going to have what Y prime would equal to.
Oh, no, this is, oh, yeah, what, oh, so I plug it in.
So you can put this
you in
in place of Y prime, and this in place of Y prime. And then your answer will be only X.
You can redo all of
Yeah, I just made an exact.
I get to see
So we're finding Y
You made the same mistake.
Like,
You should always try to figure out
probably something.
Oh.
Like, I know it seems like a lot of cost, but you can figure it out. Next year, you can do it 4 times. Yeah. I would hope
Mr. Townsend, what's your plans tonight? Anything special?
You want to be on the home?
No, I'm looking for coachable because I don't remember when it is. Wanted to talk to Mr. Townsend, but this is good. Strike me down. Outside my house.
Same problem? I'm trying to get these. Did you get the same one? Is this too wide property?
7 plus 2 y.
So two like that, these are like the next one, right?
Yeah, I use those.
Wait, how do you spell this?
It seems logical. I would try it.
No, it'd be
Yeah.
right? Oh, I forgot.
It's a hard part.
Is 7 plus 2 y over 7 plus 2 y.
So I got the spot.
7 plus 2 y.
Oh, well, yeah. It should stay on there. Second trace 0. Yeah, you gotta remember. I didn't realize it was 0 because I went to what? I went
Let's not do the answer.
7 plus 2 y over 3 minus 6.
Several minutes.
I would just take the period
I don't know. Which one is that? Number 8A? Okay, skip it for this. I'll mark it on my own paper. Help them out first. Just skip that question for a minute if you need to.
Oh, I just have to leave it like this.
Well, let's just consider distribute this negative two, and then we're going to similar to that point.
I also didn't quite get there. Mine, this is a little bit off here, but that might be something for now. Also, plugging this in, I think you probably got far enough to see how messy it is to take the second derivative and replace the first derivative in there. But if you do it right away, I think this should also have this right denominator, so those two should be out. Again, I still have some error that I didn't find, but I'll look at it first and be more helpful. So,
Just leave it rolling. And on this one, we got to this, and then we thought quotient roll, and then it got to this. We have no idea what we're doing.
I think it's just sort of isolating the bottoms of the
I have no idea what I'm doing.
They got that. This is,
That's just one flat rock.
yeah, that's fine.
So I don't know what to do after that.
Reset.
double prime is like crazy. Will there be a double prime question on the test?
On your AP test, yes.
What about Wednesday test?
Probably.
Alright.
Probably not a bunch of them, because they can be time consuming.
Just wait.
Oh, I thought you were waving at me.
Oh, no, I'm reading my hand.
Oh, you want me to say what I have?
Yeah.
Oh, 7 plus 2y over 3 minus 2x.
Okay. I'm with you there.
Can I just multiply the top by 4 and then
What's the
square
derivative of this?
y double prime?
Okay. How do you take the derivative of this?
Quotient rule?
Okay, so take the derivative of the top, you would get
2y double prime?
y double prime.
I don't know.
The derivative
That's-
of,
Oh, 2y prime.
okay.
Times
the
3
denominator
minus
plus the
2x. Minus 2. Right?
Now the derivative of the denominator would be
Minus 2, right? Oh, no, not minus 2. Oh,
negative 2.
oh, okay. Yeah. And then times 7 plus 2x. 7 plus 2y. 7 plus 2y. And then over 3 minus 2x squared.
Okay.
It needs to be like reset.
So there is the second derivative, but it's not in terms of x's and y's yet.
So we have to take everything out?
No.
As in like all
I'm
the...
saying things that are x's are fine, things that are y's are fine, but y prime is not the same thing as y. So we need to substitute something in place of y prime. What does y prime equal to?
Oh, 7 plus 2y over 3 minus 2x. And then you multiply that, so that cancels it out. Yeah. Positive 2.
So basically just copy in the rest down now. But you see how I made this switch? Okay. Well,
That's a
here-
positive 2 over there, not a positive 4. Not yet. Yeah, and then that 2 over there multiplies.
So you took the first derivative correctly. You knew the process to find the second derivative. It sounds like you may not have considered if your answer needs two terms of x and y prime is not good enough, but you know what y prime is, so you can plug that in. Now, technically, this is the second derivative in terms of x's and y's.
We just want to simplify it.
You need to simplify it to get to the,
Well, the 3 minus 2x cancels out, and then it's
Yeah.
2 times 7 plus 2y.
yeah, so
Times 2.
keep going and see if you get the answer on the back page. But second derivative sounds awful, but it's just dependent on the numbers, like how some of this cancels out. It ends up not being too bad.
No, this.
Yeah.
Did you ever figure out what I did wrong?
I didn't look at this, but I got mine.
Okay, that's all that matters.
As long as that doesn't fail. Yeah. As long as like there's not enough of those that it fails the test. You know what I'm saying?
Those second derivatives are going to come up for this semester. It's nothing unique to this unit. If you don't practice questions that are that difficult, then there will be times that you will have questions you can't do.
Oh. Yeah.
Even if the test doesn't have second derivative stuff on there, which honestly I don't remember, you will be asked second derivative stuff someday, so. If you don't practice, it's never going to get easy.
So I get the FRQ and this one and this one. Good. Derivative goes natural logarithm. Grace
finishing up with the test review, make sure we have 41 turned in. There's no reason to wait until you leave to find out and then forget about it. Do it now while I'm reminding you.
What'd you have for lunch, Mr. Dunn?
Christian, you're out of questions for like the next month.
What if they're good questions? That's a question. And this is due Wednesday, correct? Don't worry, I'm not working for a due date, I'm working on this sign.
You should have it done by Monday. You had a good chunk of class time on Wednesday, or Monday, sorry.
Yeah, well, I was doing 41 that day.
Okay, but that's what happens when you don't do things when I suggest. 41 should have been done on Monday, except for a couple questions that I'll let you ask.
True.
So Monday, a good portion of the time was for test review. Today is a whole period basically for test review. So if you don't have that done in that much class time, then it's on you to do it for homework. There won't be more class time. Did you look at the answer yet? Based on those answers, that tells me like you're never gonna come up with that without a calculator. So they're expecting you to finish it with a calculator. So you could either do the equation solver perhaps, or you could do the graphing. Remember we did that circuit on using your calculator? So any of those methods. I would probably set it equal to 0 graph and find my answers on the Excel. Depends on the numbers. If it was something that's solved by hand, then yeah. If it's something that you couldn't solve by hand, then you would need a calculator. Just depends on. Calculator ones are usually harder, but then you have a calculator, so it just depends on if you're good with the calculator or not.
Like, do we have a paper?
Can you look at the calculator? Something's wrong with it.
Oh, it's graphing? Okay, I know. I graph this, and then when I click graph, I don't know.
Your batteries are low.
I know.
You see how these are all lit up?
Yeah.
It looks like you have that plus on. So if you hit enter on them, it'll turn them off.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Let's
If it's horizontal line, the slope will always be
3?
The shadow problem.
So where's the number? So right here, this is here. Y plus x, y plus. Right here, y plus. Yeah, I got this all down. Yeah, this is fine.
That's all I really need to do.
Okay, well, are you okay with all of this? Well, once you got down to here, you could divide both sides by 2 if you wanted to. It's not necessary. But is this linked to your x? Okay, well you know x prime. The rate of change of this shadow is 4/9. So you can plug 4/9 in for x prime. And then solve for y prime, which is the speed he's walking. So, we've done all the hard
Y1,
parts.
Where y1 x1, you plug this is you plug it in. And yeah, just plug it in for 2 and for x1 and
How do you sound kind of?
I've never done that in my life. Seven over 4. Oh, well, this is just that. This is Y prime. This whole thing is Y prime. And then this is just 7 over 4. Yeah, I guess that. Plug that in. What do you like about it? You got 7 over 4? Yeah.
Here, let's see. Cosine. Because x times sine 2. So, this is peak. This is peak.
Check what the artist. I You have this right? Like on that stuff, I might do it. What portion do you want? What no portion of that?
Okay, so product tool is f of x plus g
Step by step.
yeah, and g of x plus
What that is. I do that all the time, that's what.
yeah, so t
I don't have to do it this way. I just do y cosine.
will just be x is more than negative x, so we speak the derivative of x equals 1 and y g of x left alone, which is sine of y. And since the equal sign is the equal sign,
Yeah, this is.
yeah, that means you just move the product on the side again too. I don't know if there's shortcuts like that.
Plus.
Cosine 2x, 2y.
Did I derive this right? This to this. I haven't gotten the second part of this. I'm just at this x sine 2y.
So the derivative of x with sine 2y left alone plus x left alone times the derivative of sine 2y, which would be cosine 2y times the derivative of the inside because of chain rule. So you need a 2y prime. You're missing a 2. The derivative of 2y is 2y prime, and you only did 1y prime.
Okay. Okay. I think I do.
this value or any value, only this length and this change. Because that's all the information. Oh. Okay, and then what do we do with that? Because even if A prime is B prime equals C prime into A B, so 0, 16. But then we don't have the left. Do we? So we're given like that. So 60 is B. Or 4 is the other one. Let's see. Well, I don't know. 6 times 2 equals that. But we have 2.
Cousin, did we get a calculator like number 9?
Okay.
To be that specific, yes. Or it could be no calculator and you could just like leave what you would put in the calculator down.
Are you gonna post the how to work with Blue videos online?
No, because I gave you class time to ask the questions.
Well,
The answers are on the back.
I need help with this one that I just asked you about because I'm still confused about it.
Okay, then come ask.
Oh.
This is why you need to stay on task, because you're not going to get all your questions answered.
Well, it's just.
But that's... yeah, but you got to do the rest of it too.
So, do I just plug in that 2 you were talking about right there? 2y?
Why would you... Yes.
Yes? Okay,
The
good.
derivative of... The derivative of cosine something is sine something.
Correct, yeah.
But if there's a chain rule part, you need to multiply by 2. In
So
your
it's out
case,
here.
you've got cosine. Well, multiplication doesn't matter the order. 3 times 5 is the same thing as 5 times 3.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think this is what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
So the derivative of cosine something is sine something. But because the derivative of the inside is not 1, we need to multiply by the derivative of the inside, which would be a 2 and a y prime. The first time you showed me your work, you forgot that too.
Okay.
But yes, I would probably put it out front. But sine 2y times 2 times y prime is the same thing as 2 times y prime times the sine 2y. That's all. To me, this looks a little cleaner, but these are equal. Mm-hmm. Or multiplication doesn't matter.
There's still that x though there, right?
Yes, from your, that was from your
But I thought I was gonna do this weekend.
quotient rule, right? Product rule. Because you had an x left there. I was
And
just
then-
focused on the part you were doing the derivative of.
Okay, then equals, you're saying to leave the y alone? Or leave this part alone?
Okay, so yeah, product rule, you gotta leave one part alone while you take the derivative of the other part,
Okay, so
and then plus, and then do it the other way on the other side.
negative y sine 2x times 2 times 2?
Derivative of cosine something would be negative sine something, chain rule times 2, yes, that looks fine.
Okay, and then since I did that, I gotta do it the opposite, right?
So now you're gonna take the derivative of y and leave that step alone.
So plus y prime. But that's usually at the end, right?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Cosine 2x times 2?
Did you take the derivative of it?
No, you're right. Okay, and
Now,
then
you could solve, some people solve this for y prime equals, and then plug in this number, but if you have an x and a y, it's usually easier to just go ahead and, everywhere there's an x, plug in pi over 4, every there's a y, plug in a pi over 2.
okay, so
then
2
solve for y.
times pi over 2. So it's 2 pi over 2.
Which is the same thing as pi.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And so then the sign at pi, you gotta use unit circle.
Sine of pi.
I'm pretty sure I have that one worked out already on the website. Several of them are from past years.
Okay, I'm gonna text you. Why does this have a star?
On the answers,
Yeah.
that usually means that it was on the calculator part of the AP exam. So either you were allowed a calculator or you needed a calculator.
Did you say that? This is just like conceptual. Did you just make up the value for this? Did you use this formula? Or can you use Area divided by 2 so you substitute. So ours is just circumference divided by 2 and then area is equal to pi times.
See you at 6:30, right? Ready for the game? Kickoff at 7. Don't be late. I'll be very disappointed if you are. I'll send you a spot.
Pi or
Alright.
is there
I'll pass. I don't think you should pass. I think
Do you go to every football game?
yes.
Okay, so then when I go, I'll see you there.
Do what?
I said when I go, I'll see you there.
It
doesn't need to be tonight.
Drive to Bentonville for the next game in like next week. Or no, Rogers. I don't know where the next bus is.
Okay, guys, we have about 3 minutes till you're dismissed, so you need to find a stopping place. Now would be the time to update your planner. If you don't have the test review finished, I need you to practice that for homework, please. And if you don't have 41 turned into Google Classroom, that has to be done before class starts on Monday if you want full credit.
Do you want this bag?